Hello everyone, it's me, Spyro with another video, and today we'll be doing Hurricos. Hurricos is like one of my favorite levels, I think, in the game, and its music is pretty good also. In fact, I think Spyro 2 probably has the best music in any of the games, in my opinion. The first level in Spyro 3 is cool, but man, that's just rude. Watch out for these guys with the giant,
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields. I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
with the giant wrenches. They'll just hit you with their wrench, that's it. But some of them will be like, you'll see, it's that robot. Some of them will be like turning robots, and then the robots will chase after you, because they fixed the robot. So you really want to be careful about that. And remember, you can only charge metal enemies, and that includes the robots. That's why that didn't do damage to me. Yeah, there's gems scattered all over this first area. There's a skill point, I believe, for breaking all of those mini, all of these mini, windmills. There's actually a glitch I could have used using those mini windmills, but I just completely forgot. I mean, no, not even that I forgot, I just didn't know. Until more recently. I guess this is an original run anyway, I kinda don't wanna abuse things that you wouldn't do normally. Yeah, that should be all the gems in the first area. Which, yeah, there's a lot. More of these enemies exist. You need 16 enemies to go through that one gate, or that one power-up, sorry. Oh, 18, okay, 18. Again, I'm surprised that didn't do damage to me. But it did not, so I'm happy about that. One more tiny windmill. That was a while ago, though. See this? You can't open it without the power-up, so we'll get to that later. Another tiny windmill. Every time you see one, be sure to get it. And there's these, like, stone windmills, I guess, with, like, buttons behind them. You also need to use the power-up for that, so... Another tiny windmill there. Enemies around the corner. I guess you had to fix it first, but I already killed them, so... You didn't really have a chance to do anything. The life here if you want it. Another robot. Again, I'm surprised it didn't really do anything, because it didn't charge at me like they normally do. But, oh well. There's the diode that we need.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
I mean, that's how you get the talisman for this area. If you wanted to not 100%, you could just leave, but it's 100% guide, so we aren't just going to leave. Yeah, it looks like an opening, but it's not. It's part of the other puzzle. See, now this is active. Simple enough to get that. See, you need to do that. I guess there wouldn't, but it slows down these propellers on top, which you can do without slowing them down, but I would not recommend. It's hard. And now we need to go to the other places, which are over here. So I can figure out how to... Okay, they're over here. Yeah. They're both over there, so that makes it easier. Anyway. There's one more, I believe, right here, yeah. Blocking the staircase. Yeah, if you let go of the charge button, it cancels the power up. I don't know what the hell I was doing over there. I really don't know. Like, this, you don't need to go over here with the power up. Just don't even do it. Yeah, it's this one. There we go.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
Yeah, you need to shut down the generator, I guess. Which you think would generate energy, but apparently no. It steals energy. I thought there might be something over here, but there's not. This is just a timing puzzle that you need to do and jump at the right time and glide at the right time. Otherwise, you won't be able to make it. So you can't just don't do what I did. Like, don't just willy-nilly jump, because you won't make it. Yeah, you want to do that.
Spyro, you have done well so far. You could have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me. The next glides get tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the action button during a glide to hover and get extra height. Remember to press the action button when you're very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
Yes, the action button. It's almost like the action guide from, you know, Mario Odyssey. They just keep throwing it at you. We get it. You can hover with it. but you do need it for this, so. Well, I don't know. You could probably make the jump without it, to be honest. Oh yeah, you can. The game wants you to believe what it wants you to believe, so. I'm waiting here for like 6 years for the windmill to get over there. Another tiny windmill. Nope, that was the last one. Skill point.
Spyro, help! The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy in there.
He won't go in because it's super loud. That's it. That's the only reason.
Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can have it if you want.
If it was stuck between the gears, why didn't you just leave it in there? Because it probably would stop the machine from working, let's be honest. But, oh well. I don't write the rules around here. Although maybe someone ought to. Because clearly they don't know what they're doing. And there's a hidden secret orb place behind here. Now this one is a hell of a lot harder than the original.
Grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
Only because you can't get like tons of them at once. You can only get like 2 and that's it. You can kill them with the orb. That's funny. But yeah, I was just doing this because in the original, like, you know, you can get like a whole bunch of them that come at once, like 3 in one section, but no, not this one. I also learned later from speedrunners that you can actually only have one orb existing and they'll both spawn still. And then you just run back and forth in between the two. And you, that's just it. That's what you do. So you don't need to have like all these orbs active, it doesn't matter. In the original it did matter, it spawned more if you had more active, but not in this one. So just don't waste your time like I do. Wow. That's probably why this took so long, was because I was just trying to get like all the orbs on, but you don't need to do it. Okay. So this is only halfway. Like in the original, I could have been done with this a long time ago. But again, you can do it quicker than this. Oh, I realize also that it doesn't go when they grab an orb either. So that's interesting. Because it used to do that. To let you know that, hey, yeah, they did grab an orb and they've respawned. This is very tedious. You would think I would have caught... Okay. You would think I would have caught on by now that... You don't need all the orbs in place, but no, I'm still being dumb. I'm pretty sure that swallow sound effect is just exactly the same one from the original game. Because it sounds like it. There, it's finally over. Now we can turn all these on in peace. And this is just what you do. You go around collecting the orbs, and you put them on the pedestals. Now that all the monsters are dead, they won't take them away.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
And that's every orb, too. So 100% Hurricos. Now we just have to go to the end of the level. And that'll be it. Yes, they get sick kicks out of, you know, zapping their enemies, but to be fair, their enemies were doing the same thing to them before, so I guess they have the right. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time on Spyro Reignited Trilogy. If you liked the video, be sure to consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Have a good day. I said I will see you next time twice.